Hey, what's up YouTube? So this is Unique.Builder, and I'm actually coming with a build that's not complete yet. It is a Rokket deck. I don't actually run the, I guess you can say, the generic engines with the Oviraptor or the Cyburst monster to summon the normal from the deck to go for IB. Generally I just run on the Rokket engine, kind of turboing itself out, and so far it seems to be working pretty well. I haven't entered any tournaments. This is more of just like the rough draft, so I still don't have a side built for this particular build, and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna change. You'll pretty much see what I'm missing in terms of the extra deck and the main deck once I run through the profile. So to start things off, I run 2 Absorouter and 2 Tracers. Tracer is still pretty important in this build. You run the Absorouter just to search Tracer as fast as you can, basically. Generally, you don't really search any of the others unless you already have Tracer, then why not, I guess. Next is Silverrokket. 1 copy of that. 1 Magnarokket. 1 Metalrokket. Autorokket. Rokket Synchron. And the last one is the 1 Anesthrokket. So this is actually one of the ones that I haven't seen many people run, but I actually kind of like the effect. So he says, when a Link Monster's effect is activated that targets this face-up card on the field, quick effect. You can destroy this card, then make 1 face-up monster on the field unable to attack. Also, it has its effects negated. So it essentially acts as a Veiler that you trigger by targeting it with a Link effect. So I actually kind of like that effect. And then obviously you have your extra deck banish, your monster send. This one is your column destruction, your spell trap removal, your tuner or your normal summon to reborn, and then obviously your kind of Veiler effect. Don't run more than 1 copy of each because we actually run enough extenders to summon it back if we ever feel like using the effect again on a different turn. As for the generic dragons, we have the Red Eyes, 1 Destrudo, 1 Gateway. So he's basically used as a Goblinberg for a dragon. All of the rockets are dark, so you'll almost always have a target. We still run the IB combo, we just run through it a little bit differently. So we still run these 2. And I'm actually trying out a Dragunity engine that runs the Phalanx, the equip spell instead of the field spell, and the Romulus. So I'll actually tell you about that in a little bit when I get to the equip spell. I'm running 2 of the field spell and a Terraforming. So I actually don't really hold the field spell to that high of a priority unless it's like mid-game and we're running on we're running downhill. It has great recovery in my opinion. If your opponent is just getting the better of you and you need to outgrind, then the field spell is pretty good. But in the beginning, you don't always have 2 rockets in hand with such a low count. So I'm not too worried about opening it. 2 quick launch. Obviously this is the one I'm missing, the 3rd quick launch. There's no reason not to run 3. Borrel Regenerator. So this is just an extender. Quick launch is an extender or a play starter. IB combo. So we run the 2 World Legacy cards. Obviously if you draw into one, search the other. If you drew neither, then you'll go for the Guardragon. The equip spell. 1-for-1. And Monster Reborn. Essentially the 1-for-1 essentially is kind of trading out for the third quick launch. But the Dragunity Phalanx says equip only to a Dragunity monster. It gains attack equal to its level. Since you'll be equipping it to the Link monster, obviously it'll gain none because it has no level. But it says it is unaffected by trap effects. During your main phase, you can equip 1 Dragon type Dragunity tuner from your deck to the monster you equip with this card. So you'll equip the Phalanx onto it, and then Phalanx can summon itself as a level 2 tuner. And you'll go into a Synchro that I'll show you in a bit. I actually like the combo when I saw it actually working out. I thought it wouldn't work because the 2 Synchros that I saw, actually, they generally run with Wing Beast. So I didn't think it would work until I found the card that I have. 2 Dragon Shrine, just a Foolish Burial. And then obviously the 1 Foolish Burial itself. It's just a matter of digging certain pieces out or deck thinning, either way. Speaking of deck thinning, 3 Allure. We don't need any one piece. Obviously, we can't get rid of all of our level 4s. But in terms of getting rid of 1 or 2 level 4s here and there, it really doesn't hurt that much. Two Super Polys. This is more of kind of going second. It really helps going second. Or you can use it for the Borreload Furious Dragon. That's pretty much what that's for. Double Twister in case you go second. And triple Called by the Grave in case the opponent is running hand traps. Now, for the extra deck, we run 2 fusions. 1 Starving Venom and 1 Borreload Furious. They are both dragon and they are both dark. So, no matter what, the type and attribute will never get in the way, depending on when you're trying to summon it. Furious Dragon, if you're making it off of your monsters, Furious Dragon has a bit more, I guess, malleability with the way you run it, because he has the Graveyard Reborn effect. For our Synchros, we run the IB. This is actually the Dragunity monster that you'll go into. So, let me find it. Actually, the 2 other Synchros that I have, the Gay Dirg and I can't remember the other Synchro, the level 6 Dragunity Synchros. So the older ones, they say 1 Dragon type tuner and 1 or more non-tuner Wing Beast type monsters. So I didn't think the combo would work, but with this card, It only comes in rare, so I don't know if people might have just given it away for free or what, but I ended up finding it. And it actually works because he equips Dragunity from the graveyard to it as a material. So once you do that, you summon the Phalanx again because it's not once per turn, and you just go into Crystal. So as long as you can get a level 4 on the field and summon the Phalanx with the Dragunity combo, you can get into Crystal pretty easily. One Borreload Savage, just because it's pretty easy to summon in this deck. And one hot red for the Guardragon combo. One of each of the Guardragons, one Lambda, and of course one Romulus. These are actually pretty much the only ones that I've seen that work. This fetches your equip spell, which essentially is another dragon if you need to get an extra dragon for some reason to finish your link, or if you want to run through the Dragunity combo to get Crystal out, then it's free either way. And the Lambda is just a generic link too. Link 3, we have Triple Burst, and we have a Borreload and YuGiOh for the Link 4s. Running through the standard combo for Rockets, you will go through YuGiOh Skuldred. I don't always like to go into Borreload. If I have the extenders to support it, then I would go for Borreload somewhere towards the end if I can finish with a Rocket. If not, then I'd just leave the Borreload and go for Triple Burst and sit on that. But I don't see a reason to go into Borreload unless I have to, I guess. But that's the deck profile. I will be working on this pretty much in the next couple weeks. So any ideas, any way to kind of change it up, just let me know down in the comments. I'll see if I can get to responding to as many of you as I can. But that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.